Hello and welcome to Die Hard United, the one stop for everything Manchester United. My name is Jude and I'm here to talk about all the latest news concerning United today as there's just 6 weeks to go to the end of the summer transfer window and we have lots of activities happening with us now. Previously, it has been really, really slow, but in terms of outgoings, it is really, really picking up because Alex Telles has officially left the club and people like Fred, Elanga, Henderson, all these players are being tipped to leave the club very, very, very soon. So we're just going to run through what we expect to happen this week. We are in now. What are we expecting to happen this week? But first of all, I just want to talk about yesterday's game. It was a very, very good game to watch. Of course, we won both in the 90 minutes and the penalty shootout, which the essence of the penalty shootout was kind of funny, but I guess it really helped the squad and also the fans to enjoy that form of entertainment anyway. But Kobe Mino, of course, for me, probably the man of the match alongside Bruno Fernandes. Okay, Bruno plays in the first half. Mino also played in the first half, but they were fantastic. Um, I'm very, very glad we have Casemiro in the team right now because Kobe Mino has a lot to learn from him, and let's see how he performs. But I don't want to overhype those situations. But Kobe Mino, very tenacious, has a very good vision, has a very good pass on him, and he's definitely going to learn. And if he does that very well, he's going to definitely find his way into that squad. But yeah, it was a very good game to watch. Although towards the second half, I slept because it was the game was around 10 p.m. Where I stay, and after the first half, I was struggling with sleeping and the rest. So kudos to all the fans, probably in Asia, that stay up at night to watch every United game because I'm not used to watching a football match by 10 p.m. But it was a very, very good game anyway, and yeah, two games, two victories, and oh sorry, 3 games, 3 victories. Right, we played Leon. Who did we play first? I forgot who we played first, but 3 games, 3 victories. I guess we did lose any game. Who did we play first? I don't actually know, but we're going to play our next game against Wrexham. That was going to be the youth players, and then we'll play Real Madrid. Then we'll play Dortmund. I think Real Madrid is going to be on Wednesday, also Wednesday night. Or I think the early hours of Thursday we'll play Real Madrid. Then early hours of Wednesday we'll play Wrexham. But that's for that. Back to the transfer news. Because like I said, we're expecting lots of things to happen this week because Man United are expected to put in their first bid for or their official bid for Rasmus Hojlund this week. It could come on Monday, it could come on Tuesday. We don't know when, but with PSG locking around the whole deal, Man United are expected to place in their first bid very, very, very soon. And I don't know, the rumors of Atlanta wants 100 million and the rest of the things are false. It's going to be way lower than that. We cannot spend 100 million euros on Rasmus Hojlund. I would expect the deal to be around 40 to 50 million euros now, and then the rest in adds on. It could be by how many goals he scores, how many cups he wins, and things like that. But definitely the base fee is going to be around 40 to 50 million euros. So 50 million euros for Rasmus Hojlund plus maybe 20 million adds on. That's totally fine by me. But let's see what happens. But we have been in discussions with them over the week, even during this weekend, and I expect that before we will definitely have to reach a verbal agreement with them before we place the bid. So let's see, because if we place the bid, I feel when we place the bid, it's going to be accepted immediately. So let's see how the verbal negotiations go. Then once we place the bid is accepted, then we can move on very fast because PSG can come in from nowhere, swoop in and get him. Of course, Rasmus Hojlund wants to come to the club, so it's a bit more easier because but at the end of the day, players, not many players are willing to like wait and sit down and wait for a particular club to come and get them. So if we're not really, really good with this deal, if we're not efficient, if we don't do what we're supposed to do well, then he could end up in PSG, and look, I can't blame him for that. But as Eric Ten Hag said in his press conference, we will do everything to sign. We know our target, and we'll do everything to get what we want. So let's see what happens with Rasmus Hojlund. But trust me, the bid is going to be in this week. And I could talk about Amrabat, but before I talk about Amrabat, we need to talk about some outgoings because Elanga is going to have his medical for his move to Nottingham Forest, I think on Monday or Tuesday. So if that happens, 50 million euros we're going to get from the deal. That's very, very good from us. And also, we're also negotiating with Nottingham Forest for the Henderson loan. That's the part that's making me annoyed because we're not supposed to be loaning out in Henderson for his second season. It's obvious he has no future at the club anymore. So instead of negotiating a loan deal, we are meant to be selling him straight sell 20 million, 25, 30 million pounds. I don't care. Just get it done. So the news from Fabrizio that we are negotiating or we are discussing or Nottingham Forest are pushing for a loan deal for Henderson, that's bollocks, that's nonsense. If they don't come with a full sale only bid, then they should get out. So that's that for that. But before we can get Amrabat, we need to sell some players. And also for now, Rasmus Hojlund is the priority, but that deal could move very fast with PSG locking around the deal. So I'm just saying that we, Fred is expected to leave this week. That's also for Fabrizio Romano. We don't know which club is eyeing him. Fulham wants him, but the evaluation of him is not acceptable by us. So are there other clubs interested in Fred? We heard that some Saudi clubs are interested in Fred, but there's no concrete updates concerning that. So it's a really tricky one. And also, in terms of exit, also Eric Bailly, there's interest from Saudi Arabian clubs for Eric Bailly. So that's another deal where we can make some money, maybe 5, 10 million, I don't know. But the deal for him is going to be around 20 million pounds for him for a 3-year deal. So let's see what happens with that. Of course, Teles has officially left the club today. He has linked up with Ronaldo at Anasa. So I don't know if it's the same Anasa that still wants Gubai, but let's see what happens. Let's see when it comes out. Let's see who it is. But if we sell Bayi, we sell Fred, we sell Elanga, then we sell Henderson, then obviously there's enough money to sign Sofian Amrabat, which is going to cost us around 25 million pounds. And also for that same deal, Liverpool are very, very interested. So if we don't attack those deals fast, this is the problem. PSG are interested in Rasmus Hojlund. Liverpool are interested in Sofian Amrabat. So if we don't push for these deals very fast, we could lose those two deals in a flash, and then we have to go to down. We have to go lower down the list. Of course, we know that Rasmus Hojlund was not the first option as a striker. It was Hurricane, and after Hurricane, we considered other options that were in for Rasmus Hojlund. Or I think the initial plan was even to sign Rasmus Hojlund and Hurricane, but that hasn't worked that way anyway. So if we sit on these deals for too long, it's going to be a huge problem for us. But like I said, we're going to this. I know last week was a very big week. Onana was announced. Bruno was also announced as the captain. It was a very fairly good week, even though at the beginning it was really, really slow. But towards the ending, it ended quite well. So this week is also going to be a big week for us because we could get a year we go on Fred exits to wherever it may be. Elanga will be officially gone this week. Henderson also could be officially gone this week. And also some news coming out today was the thing that Sancho is up for sale, but we're not actively looking for clubs for him to go to. If any bid comes for him, then we would consider it. Sorry, but of course it's not the club job to look for players for the club. So we're just saying that if um a bid comes for him, then we might consider it. But I think Sancho is definitely going to remain at the club. I don't think he's going to go anywhere. I think he's going to stay. And because first of all, even if a club is even if a club comes with 50 million pounds to sign Didin Sancho, which some clubs can do, Aston Villa can do that, Newcastle can do that, but they are definitely not going to be able to pay him 350k per week as we are doing right now. So that's always what's going to hinder this deal, and that's the kind of problem we're going to be facing. Even with Harry Maguire, also, we're not actively looking to sell Harry Maguire. If a deal comes in, we will consider that. But who's going to pay Maguire the salary he earns at United? I don't think anybody's going to do that. And also, how much are they even going to bid for Harry Maguire? Because him losing the captaincy and every other thing is a huge sign that he definitely should leave. Because even if Ten Hag says, "Oh, yeah, I need four centre backs," I need four centre backs. And Maguire is a very good player. Blah blah blah. The captaincy taking off him could work in his favor. It's definitely a sign that for him to go, and the news coming out today also is that um, Johnny Evans, who is on a short term deal, could be like, if Maguire, if a bid comes for Maguire that is good enough, we're going to accept it and then give Johnny Evans like a 1 year deal so that we can then go for another centre back next year. So it's going to be like a stopgap. So we still don't know what's going to happen. Of course, even players like Scott McTominay, Brandon Williams, all these players definitely needs to leave. But these players are not like actively looking for a move anyway. We have that option. Oh, we are willing to keep them. But players like Fred have been told to leave. Players like Eric Bailly have been told to leave. Tellez was told to leave and he's gone. Elanga, of course, have been told that, oh, you don't really have a future here, and the deal is going for him. And also, Henderson also knew that we are signing. He thought he was better than David De Gea, but now David De Gea is gone, and you are signing someone who is arguably better than David De Gea. So definitely, Dean Henderson knows that he has, like, if he thought he had a future before, he definitely has none now because Onana is first choice and there's no negotiations there. So Dean Henderson definitely is pushing for a move, and also where the news on the second choice goalkeeper is still not moving forward. So for now, the priority is Rasmus Hojlund and Amrabat. And after those two deals are done, then we can look at signing Zion Suzuki and maybe a new centre back if Maguire leaves and the rest. But this week definitely we are looking. It's going to be like a hot week for us. So just stay tuned for everything. This is where you're going to get all those news concerning what happens this week, all your transfer news, all your preseason news, and every other thing. But for this week, keep your eyes open, keep your ears open, keep your phones open, keep your data on. Whereas Holland deal is going to accelerate this week. And also, in terms of outgoing, Fred, Elanga, and Henderson, and Eric Bailly, keep your eyes open for that because some things are going to happen and happen fast this week on these players. Anyway, I guess that's all for now. But don't forget, this is the Hard United, the one stop for everything Manchester United. My name is Jude. Don't forget to leave a like on this video and subscribe to this channel where you get everything you need concerning United. And let's build this community of diehard Manchester United fans. And I will see you all on the next one.